Teresa Hines' wife. He's been inside the compound for about the past 3 hours.
Senator Kerry is coming over
now
to address us.
And we're live on the air.
His condolence call.
Senator Kerry, thank you so much for coming out. Thank you.
Senator. Thank you all.
Are you okay? Hi, Teresa.
Hi. Please walk up too.
I think the family is just unbelievably grateful for the outpouring of support, of remembrances, of affection, the love that has been felt today by everyone connected to Ted Kennedy, but particularly Vicki and Teddy Jr. and Patrick and Cara is extraordinary. And they're just very, very grateful. There is a very beautiful and personal, private vigil taking place. The senator is there lying at rest, and it's very spiritual and about as beautiful as it could be. I think it's everything that Senator Kennedy would have wanted.
How will
Senator,
you remember Senator Kennedy, Senator Kerry?
In so many ways. In so many ways. He was, you know, the greatest thing was the way he just loved serving and the passion with which he devoted himself to public service, even as he was able to devote himself so entirely to his family. I mean, I listened to a number of the grandchildren talk about how every one of them got a call on their birthdays. Every one of them. I mean, that's a lot of phone calls, folks. And Ted was always there. He was funny beyond words in terms of campaigning and being out there, and their stories we'll tell in the next days that just were what made being around him so special.
Senator,
he loved this. He loved people. He loved the give and take of politics. He had respect for everybody, and you know, despite all of the things that were thrown at him, he always talked about the humanity and the morality and the things that were important to people. And that's a good lesson for a lot of people in politics.
Senator, even in this time of mourning, Senator, people have been coming down here to celebrate his life.
Well, that's what this should be, and that was very much the sense in there, and that's what we're going to do in the next few days, is celebrate his life. It's a remarkable life, an extraordinary journey of an entire family, but obviously of Teddy personally. I mean, look, a lot of people don't realize it, but in the last months, he got a lot done. He did an amazing amount in terms of equal pay or higher education or mental health parity, the nominations that went through his hearings, the strategy that he laid out for the health care bill that did pass his committee. Now, all of these things weren't accidental. They were Ted Kennedy's strategy, his design, his purposeful effort to continue to serve. And from the moment he got sick, he was not worried about himself. He was worried about how do I continue to do this job and represent the people of Massachusetts.
Senator,
so let me just say to all of you,
Senator,
thank
how
you.
painful is this for you today?
60 days, so what's next?
Thank you.
His office has to close in 60 days, so what's next?
Well, let me say a word about that, because I think there's been enormous misinterpretation about the request that he made. People don't understand the request. He is not, he asked that the election process be respected, and Massachusetts will have an election. But in the ensuing few months, he also cares enormously about the vote that he had being represented. He's asking simply for a temporary ability to appoint someone who will not run, will not get in the way of other people who want to run, who will be there for a moment only. This is not new. Ted Kaufman, who is currently serving in Senator Biden's seat for Delaware, has announced ahead of time he's not going to run for the seat. Ben Smith, years ago, who temporarily filled the seat of Jack Kennedy, announced he was not going to run, and indeed Ted Kennedy took the seat. So we in fact have precedent for this, and I think given the importance of the issues that Ted Kennedy cared about so much, respecting his view here, I think, is important. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Thanks for your patience.
Senator John Kerry, who just spent a good 2 hours.